This fucking opportunistic shithead dove into this head first. Big fat Reverend Al head first. When he saw an opportunity to get that fucking face in front of the camera.
We got some tracks highlighted. This track isn't highlighted because it's the intro to his show. Out of curiosity, being a radio guy, I got to see how he introduces.
Let's see how he goes.
Yeah.
Do you know what time it is? Yes, Al.
No, someone stole my watch.
Time. And for these next 3 hours, it's time to put aside all pretenses, deception, denial, or fronting. The time has come to keep it real. On Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton.
You're keeping it real? Really?
He's keeping it so real.
Really? You're keeping it real?
The accusations against Michael were proven in a court of law to be wrong. We have some that died that we never knew.
Could you stop it immediately right now?
Well,
there have been allegations that have been proven wrong against other people. Who have been in racially charged cases. And Reverend Al doesn't just go, well, I went through court, it's fine. He goes, we need an independent commission, which of course means a shitload of angry black people to then investigate because he didn't like the way it went the first time around. What about that, Reverend Al? Everything's fine because it's Michael Jackson, who used to be a black guy?
He's gonna mention that because he keeps it real.
That's not keeping it very real, is it? When on one hand, if the person you're accusing of something is white and they go through a trial and are found innocent, there's still shit. You're still marching. You're still doing all your fucking race baiting. But then when it's a black guy, hey, he was acquitted. Leave him alone. You're a phony, double standard, lying sack of shit when it comes to your sincerity, and you're keeping it real. You don't keep it real. Fake!
And no one has the courage to stand up and say, hold it. You're not going to subject the legacy and memory of this man and his family's reputation to a different standard.
He was a kook.
To a different standard? A black-white standard?
This guy throws that fucking race card around at every turn. I can't stand him. He's a phony motherfucker.
Dude, to this day they make Elvis jokes about just shitting himself and dying and the pills and the peanut butter and fucking banana sandwiches and all the other shit he was doing.
Michael Jackson
and
tried to buy
they also acknowledged that he was an amazing performer.
Yeah, Michael Jackson
tried to buy the Elephant Man's fucking bones, and he paid $15 million to stop child molestation allegations. Come on, fucking stop it!
He paid $15 million to settle the case. Was one case he was acquitted on? Yeah, sure.
What about the other one?
What about the one he fucking settled for $15 million on? What about that one, Reverend Al? He hung his baby over a fucking balcony. He fucking, look at this shit. Hanging his baby over a balcony with a towel over its head. He wore masks everywhere he went.
He has white children like Madonna should.
Yeah, he has white kids. He hacked his face apart and then tried to turn white. This motherfucker was a weirdo. That's what people are saying. There's no real racial thing. No one is getting on Michael Jackson about his race.
No one cares.
He's probably been the one black man, technically speaking, that has not been subjected to a lot of racial criticism. It's been criticism because of the allegations of child molestation and the fact that he is a freak. And then Reverend Al has to come out and play the goddamn race card like he was there for fucking Derek Bell and this motherfucker. Shut up. Shut up. It's not a race issue. Go to bed. Ugh. Just leave this situation. Not a race issue. The guy's being praised like fucking Jesus on every goddamn TV news show. Every news organization is covering this ludicrous fucking tribute to him. And Reverend Al's got a problem. How forgiving of you from things people do years ago. None. You're none forgiving. So you know what? I'm not either. You're a race-baiting, racist motherfucker who just stirs the pot. You make things worse. You make things worse for black people. Oh, God, he disgusts me. He should not even be part of this.
You know what?
He's playing the fucking race card because Michael Jackson's dead. No one thought of him in that way. No one thought of Michael Jackson as, oh, God, this black guy. Or, oh, they're a racist who could give a shit about Michael Jackson. Reverend Al's career is based on racial hatred. His whole life, his livelihood, his money, everything he is based on the fact that white and black people do not like each other. He has the same racial hatred in his heart, and he knows that he will gain from it. Mm-hmm. He will only gain from perpetuating racial hatred, so that's what he does. He's not trying to heal. He's not trying to make things better between blacks and whites. Don't let this guy fool you. He is a liar. He is a vicious, vicious man.
Look at what you can do if you really build and
become president, not be an alleged pedophile.
You can't make them billions and then act like Michael was some nut. Nuts don't do this.
Yes, they do.
This guy, this is keeping it real.
Is he
Nuts
delusional?
don't do this. Most artists are fucking out of their minds. Out of their minds.
Nuts don't make you money? What an asshole.
He is a joke. Reverend Al is a joke. He doesn't know what to do. He's grabbing at straws here.
How could he possibly be so stupid as to believe that? That nuts don't generate a lot of revenue. It's just
they do.
Idiotic.
People love a good kook.
Of course they do.
Jesus.
Does this guy understand? I'm so close to feeling sorry for him if I didn't have detest him so much. He's grabbing at straws because he's losing his power base.